Panama City for Hurricane Michael cleanup. I decided on this run this year not to do any cleanup, mainly because I didn't want the hassle of bringing the machine up. It's a new machine that we've got right now. We got a 2018 skid steer ASV 120. Still don't trust it. I don't want to be 7 hours out of town with it. And then secondarily, really didn't want to bring a crew and have to like feed and shower and do all that stuff with a crew on first trip anyway. So I'm going up there with 15 generators. Never done it before, but I'm gonna try to flip them. So basically, there are a lot of generators available in Sarasota. I was like an hour late at Harbor Freight, and they put out a state of emergency for Florida. So they only sold me 2 per day, but fortunately we were able to get 4 from them. And then Costco was Super Sports. They let us buy the whole pallet. And then I actually have 2 used ones that I bought earlier this year. I figured, well, I'll sell them if I can get a premium for them, and or at least get a new price. Like I said, brought 15 generators. I don't know what I'm gonna try to flip them for. Certainly like 50% above cost, I'm thinking. I'd love to go like 100% above cost, which is what I'm gonna start out at, and see if I can flip them out. The real thing that I'm trying to figure out, being that this is my first run, is what area to go to. Panama right now on the news, like on YouTube, just looks devastated. Panama City High School is like blown wide open. You can see the basketball court from a drone shot. I mean, it's wide open. So probably not an area for generators, because it's probably not going to be like inhabited. Tallahassee, I got word from a couple guys on Instagram, actually one guy on Instagram, who said he just got there last night and there were generators for sale. So I'm like, all right, well, I could roll in a tally. I did check the power numbers, so I doing a little bit of research before I came up, and then obviously why I came up, or why I'm coming up, on just like outages. And there's like 120,000 people as of this morning without power in Tallahassee, and I think there's like I'm not quite sure on the numbers for Panama City. And then there's Mexico Beach as well, so that's pretty close. But both those areas are just like devastated. The other concern I have is having enough fuel to get from Tallahassee, basically to Panama City and then back. So the way it works is like Florida, you go up I-75, and then you go west on I-10. Panama City's kind of at the end of I-10 down there. Tallahassee's like one of the first stops. It's like 70 miles on there. They're 2 hours apart, but you're basically just riding that panhandle of Florida. My buddy that's in Tallahassee said there's no fuel in Tallahassee. So I'm like, well, if I head out 2 hours away from Tallahassee, assuming I can't get fuel even like an hour from Tally. So, you know, like for Panama, from the nearest fuel station is probably gonna be 3 hours there, 3 hours back, 6 hours of run time. Should have it. I've got a transfer tank on this truck. We brought a F250. I've got a 35-gallon transfer tank, and then I brought some extra cans, so I've got like 25 gallons in the cans. So I should be good to go. My original plan with the cans was to fill them up with gas, and then fill up these generators for people when I like sold them. But now I'm like, well, maybe I should fill them up with diesel fuel. You know, it's like, yeah, not really sure what the best option there is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go Panama, like, because I got a feeling if I go to Panama, I might be the only guy selling generators, and I'm just gonna get that price I want. But my big concern, besides fuel getting out of Panama, is the tires. This thing's got street tires on it. It's 4-wheel drive F250, but they're not like super thick plies like R1. Like R1 is back at the shop. It's actually in for maintenance right now. But I put like some straight up like military tires on that thing, so I trust the nails and things like that in the street a lot more than I trust for the 250. So I'm not really trying to mess with it, and I'm pretty weak on the tools. Like I really did. The 250 really doesn't have the stuff on it. Like the girlfriend drives this truck. It's not really. It really doesn't have anything. We use it to tow the boat, you know. So, but for a 7-hour trip and with R1 and maintenance, I'm like, well, I'll run with this. Like 20 miles out of Panama. This is Deez's favorite part. Kind of knows something's up when he sees his vest. He's like, oh, got vesties. You got your vest. He's super jazzed. Woo! All right, so we're getting significantly closer. We are basically almost there. On I-10 headed west. Here's the situation. You want to roll in and I didn't cover this earlier. You need to roll into your to the cane as heavy as possible. I just got done filling up. We're top. Everything is topped. Transfer tank, extra fuel cans are topped. Water is topped. Food, ice topped. Ammunition topped. It's all topped. I'm gonna probably go. I've gone 30 miles since I topped. Mainly because I was just like getting closer, and I was like, I don't want to risk it. You know, like tanks are at 20%, and I want to fill everything up before we go. So right now I'm topped. I could theoretically, doing the math right now, I could go in there no problem, come out of there no problem. But if I get an opportunity to top off one more time, I mean, granted, I'll only be picking up like 5 more gallons of fuel, I'll take it. Put this guy out real quick. I'm gonna try to grab a shot of this Massey Ferguson dude. So this guy, I've been tailing for a little bit. He passed me and vice versa. This dude's got like an air filter on the top of his tractor. He's got everything guarded up. I know it's difficult to see, but it's an old guy that's driving it, older guy. Brand new tires on it, obviously like a 20-year-old tractor, but you can tell it's perfectly maintained. And it's just been like rigged up, like up on the top left there, like that's literally an air filter. And he's got like a pipe going down into the hood. This guy's not playing games. Running a semi, real small semi day cab. I'm trying to get a little shot for you all. Look at this guy. I mean, like playing 0 games. This is what I call like old man wisdom. Guy knows what's going on. You know, run caution. Go in the storm. Make sure all your shit's topped up. And auto lose self-service pretty soon, so only the YouTube guys are gonna be able to see this after the fact, which is what it is. I've decided, so just me and Deez. Deez doesn't have an opinion. I'm gonna go to Port St. Joe. It's right near Panama, a little bit to the east of Panama Beach. Trying to find where the heck I am, so trying to acquire some satellites like a mark. Just trying to find where the heck I am, so trying to acquire some satellites like a mark a point. I just found a food and water area. Let me check it out over there. You can see that military truck down there. It says food and water. It's got a big sign. Next to a Dollar General. People are coming in and out of there. So for generator sales, it might not be a bad spot to post up near because it's getting traffic. Obviously, people are going to be going to Dollar General. I'm going to try going in about 20 miles away from the coast. So I'm going to try going in a little bit more. And if it's too bad in there or just whatever, I feel like, you know, that's a good point right there. It's like fishing. You're like, is there a better point? That's definitely a decent point right there. But I'm gonna go ahead and go a little deeper and just see what the results are going a little bit deeper in. This is like pretty bad. Like everything down here is just like not even obviously. Got Red Cross Fire Rescue in there. People lining up, like a bunch of firefighters. Nothing but military trucks and lights and sirens coming in and out of all of these spots. So I don't know if this is the area or not to do generator sales. So you guys got a generator on that trailer. This may or may not be it. A lot of Florida wildlife trucks lined up. All right, so I just got everything set up. Got road signs everywhere. 1, 2, as you come down the road. Got a third down that way where the white semi goes. Got one right there. Set up a nice little display with the truck. A couple helmets there, some Jennies on the truck, some cones in front of the truck, and the dump trailer D's right there. Anyway, so just got set up. Got the road signs out first. Thus far, have gotten not a single car to stop by and ask for a price on Jenny. So a lot of activity coming in and out of this gas station behind me. Seems like they have fuel. Doesn't seem like all the pumps are working, but it seems like people are coming in and out of there for something. I will see here. It's kind of like fishing. Like you got to figure out, like, do you like your spot? Do you not? and at what point do you like roll. Most everything here is just absolutely goner. So like, it's bad, man. Never actually been in a disaster area this bad before. Like down trees, I mean just power lines just everywhere. So I mean like, yeah, that's a power pole, transformer smashed. It's gonna take a minute to get power back on here. I'm trying to find a spot to post up. Obviously the sun is going down. I might be moving around tonight, I don't know. I did mess up a little bit and not definitely tough trying to figure out, like trying to pick a spot to go to. You want good traffic. I don't know if this area, like the people I had stopped, which I recorded, I had 3 people stop and inquire. Not a super wealthy area, like on the water, but not terribly wealthy. So people that inquired were like, awesome, we need a generator, but we don't have the cash type of situation, which is kind of what I expected in this area. This is as far west as I'm gonna go. Everything from here, this is far away from home I'm gonna go. So everything now is just on my way home. So I'm gonna try to find a good area. Tons and tons of tree trucks. Start talking to dudes. Let me just flip this around for you. These dudes. Mob boys, well known out of here. But post it up. So areas of food might not be a bad area to stop. It's crazy just driving over top of power lines. Just wild. Just wild. Super sad content right there. Super sad content. So these guys did pretty good. Oh man, dude. Trashed. So making some determinations. Obviously, I just want to get to the coast. I just kind of honestly just want to see this from me. I know I'm out of daylight, so I'm like, well, screw it. Let's check this out. Obviously, the generator sales happening there. No even tree sales, I would say, are happening there. Those people are not going to be living in their house. That's straight Red Cross work. There's a Bobcat crew working in there. I would argue that this is all government stuff, so I volunteer. It's that, you know, that messed up. No one's gonna even try to occupy them. So it's real sad too, because these are not affluent areas that I'm in. Super sad. Probably thus the military trucks. Obviously not the spot for generator sales. And just gonna roll through. Yeah. By the way, this little TLB, this thing is badass. I think it goes like 40 miles an hour. So yeah. Gonna check out more of the devastation. Super sad over here around here. This is just like there's no coming back from a lot of it. A lot of this is just tear down. All right, so I circled the whole area, like meaning like 100 miles of like circlage. First area I went to, I went down to the water there as it got dark. Super like nice homes like on the water, but like old little baby nice homes. Like nothing really nice. Everything around it honestly was ghetto as all. Just straight bulldozed area. Probably, it's a little bit of a risk because I'm like right in the middle of Tallahassee, which is over to the east, or I could go west and go south, like southwest, and hit Panama City, which is like 90 miles from where I'm currently sitting. So Tallahassee is like 40 miles to my east. Panama City is like 80, 90 miles to my west. In the morning, if it's dead or totally decimated, we'll start moving more north towards Tally, or more northeast, I suppose, and see if Tally's any luck. And it's possible maybe I'm too early on the Jennies, we don't know, but we'll find out. All right, 7:45, just got done showering. Totally recommend a little tank like that if you go and do something like this. Just nice to have water. I carried like, I think that's like a 50 or 80 gallon tank, so it's super convenient. Anyway, I'm gonna set up some road signs in this location I'm at right now, see how it works out. I think I'm gonna try each spot for an hour, hour and a half. If there's more than 5 cars an hour that stop, I'll probably continue that spot. If there's not, I'll try to go find a new one. Kind of getting like in my head a little bit because of yesterday. I mean, I didn't go hard, too hard yesterday, but I'm kind of like, shoot, what if I go up here with like 15 generators? I can't sell any. Like, what if I strike like that so hard? But anyway, I gotta change my mental mindset here, getting a good vibe, and see how it goes. All right, finally found some spots to make them stick. If you look on down there, kind of see the next 2 signs, and then
truck is just beyond that.
It's been so long since I've done, like I promote doing road signs and stuff all the time. Let's try not to die here. All the time. But typically when we do it in a neighborhood, you get a lot of road traffic. Throughout the week. And you can do like, you're doing this corner, that corner, 4 blocks down the road. I mean, right here, literally, I'm just trying to get like some road frontage. I'm kind of realizing that I'm a little weak on the advertisement. Added to the display a little bit. Trailer, which I think is a good and bad thing. Because last night when I went to sleep, I was like, Deez, you better stay watch, But I think riding around during the day, it's probably fine. Let's see.
What's good? What's good?
I get the price list, man. Up these, don't scare them off these. All right, man, so customer 1 this morning just rolled out. Actually worked out pretty good, so we'll see. Found one thing about retail. Puppy Deez is messing up the sale. Puppy Deez is on a leash over there. Got nailed for no permit. So I kind of expected that to happen. That would be spot number 2. Spot number 2. It's a check man. No credit check. Just not an ideal. Liquor store next to it, right? I don't have to tell you guys. You guys already know the economics of this particular area are not ideal. Stopped in here at this marina. They've got a bunch of Honda generators. I talked to the owner, Rick. He says he's got 70 in stock. He's trying to sell them for 50 bucks over cost, and he's got a truck coming in tomorrow. So that kind of kills. The market has spoken, and the market is never wrong. I'll tell you that. So in this area, what I've learned is that this is not going to be an area to sell generators. So I'm gonna back out of here. I did hedge my bets, so I'm gonna be able to limit losses by returning anything I didn't sell. I found out the used stuff sold at double premium, like double what I bought them for, or had in them. Let's put it like that. And then the new stuff, I'm not a dealer, and so buying at retail, I'm just not able to get the margins out of it that I need to get out of it. So that's what I figured out. So I'm gonna go up the road, try to see a couple other dealers. Maybe they don't have anything. Maybe I can offload my whole thing and make like a quick grand, head home. But that's what I'm gonna rock out. All right, so to wrap up, didn't crush with the generators, was able to sell some old stuff. I think my total gross was 1,100. I learned a lot, figured out what areas will work for this storm, which areas don't, what I will do in a future storm, what I won't do. What I will say is that I think the generator game is a pre-storm game. I think that the used, cheap, inexpensive power post-storm is always a win. You can't, inexpensive anything, chainsaws, tarps, and generators. Post-storm, fine. Pre-storm, I think there's a lot of speculation. People overbuy. That might be a win for generators, for new generators. I did find there to be an issue not having the ability to take credit card or checks. I think for future storms, I'll probably solve that problem. Not having internet, not easy to do. Ideally, if I did it big enough at a big enough scale, I'd probably do it off like a satellite or something like that. So in conclusion, didn't crush on this one, learned a lot, not the right thing to flip. These are the ones that did not sell. As Warren Buffett says, number 1 rule, don't lose money. Rule number 2, don't lose money. There won't be restocking fees on these, so we covered it up. So there's a little bit of a educated hedge, meaning it wasn't any downside, only upside potential. Upside potential didn't pay out. Not too bad though, worth a try.